Went on vacation to Seattle and took my Apeman 4K to the mountains and lakes, and all the videos were saved with no issues. This card is massive. I spent several days there and I didn't even fill half the card. Works fine in cold weather so far, but if things change in the hot Miami weather, I'll update this post. I bought this microSD for my Samsung Galaxy S9, specifically for entertainment media, such as photos, podcasts and videos. The card has more than enough memory for my uses with Amazon Prime Video, Amazon Music and Netflix downloads for offline entertainment like during work breaks or traveling. I doubt, and hope, the microSD will ever be removed from my S9, but the adapter was nice enough for what it is and would get the job done. With that being said, I think SanDisk's older adapters were a little more confident whenever I needed one in the past, but overall I am very pleased. Great card with plenty of space for my light use. Is this a misprint or is this card fake? The card says US3, but the back says US1. I'm worried that it's a fake. I'll test it out to make sure. Edit. I tested the SD card and it's authentic. Must be a misprint. Speed not as stated, already returned to Amazon. Update the 8th of August 17. I have learned the hard way. In further comparison to others, I have found that my first review was a bad call. Clearly this product measures up to others and at less cost. It is everything advertised. I should have kept it. Simply stated, if you care about the images you shoot with your camera, you need to buy cards from a manufacturer you can trust, and you won't find a more trusted name than Samsung. There are a lot of no-name cards out there, but I simply can't trust them. Samsung's cards are reliable and fast, and that's what matters most. That said, if you have a modern camera that can use cards larger than 32GB, I must tell you to avoid the 32GB version because it's based on the older SDHC specification, not SDXC. This is not Samsung's fault. All cards lower than 64 are SDHC. SDXC cards have one major advantage: they use the exFAT file system instead of the older FAT32 file system on SDHC cards. This makes a big difference for shooting video. The problem with FAT32 file systems is that there is a 4GB size limit per file. The 4GB file size limit is not a problem for photos, which are pretty small, but a 1080p video can reach that limit in about 17 minutes of shooting, and with 4K video, that translates to only about 4 minutes. I didn't notice the 32GB cards were SDHC, so whenever I shot a long video, my camera, Canon. A 20-minute video is split into 5 files of 4GB each, which need to be spliced together in order to play them. Although you can still format the 32GB version as exFAT using your computer, most devices will not do this by default because they will use FAT32 on such devices. However, the other problem. It's U1, instead of U3. The bottom line is that if you plan to use these cards with 4K cameras, avoid the 32GB version. The price difference for the 64 and above is small, so even if you don't need that much capacity, get the larger cards. Also, I should point out that the red version, Plus, is identical to the green, Select, version. Samsung said that they use the same chips and they simply use some brands in different markets. This is something everyone need to buy. Excellent. I was in need of more storage space for my device. Very happy that 128GB microSD cards have come down in price so much. I was worried about the price seeming being too good to be true. Perhaps I am showing my age, but I remember when a 1GB flash drive was more than $50. I tested the card right after opening the package with H2 Test 1. 4. I suggest everyone do this to know for sure if you purchased a real or counterfeit card. Filled the entire card and verified all the data, topped out at 80 megabytes per second, which will be plenty quick enough as far as write speeds go. Bravo, will absolutely consider buying another when I need it, or a larger capacity for a Nintendo Switch. Click link in description for more reviews.